Good morning, my friends. My name is Monique. People know me as the Overland lady, the girl who toured around Australia in a Toyota 100 Series Land Cruiser named Alta, and brought the right-hand drive to Canada, exploring the beauty in North America. After an accident in the Arctic ended the journey with Alta, we are here with another 100 Series, back to where we started, trying to piece the shattered life together. It's been a whirlwind of a journey, so thank you for being here with me, and I can't wait to share more with you all. Remember to like and subscribe. In this episode, we are facing our fear straight on, revisiting a route that ended in tragedy 6 years ago. There's a lot of emotions involved, so fasten your seatbelt. Tissue box is in my center console if you need it. This is a journey that requires some teamwork, and I thought we'd collaborate alright. Before we start this episode, let me introduce a new merch inspired by this event. T-shirt comes in various colors and sizes in both men and women's style. Overlandbabe.com is where you can get them. I will also put a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Guess what? This is my first time driving a Land Cruiser on dirt roads in the Washington Mountain Range, or in the United States of America in general.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes.
This is not a solo trip, for reasons that will become clear very soon.
Just pinned our air down location on Gaia.
I hear the sound of empty streets. Yesterday has gone to sleep. So all that's left is you and me. I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. And let our minds be caught up in a dream.
When I brought Alta, my last Land Cruiser, from Australia to Canada, the world entered a shutdown. I only had the option to explore north since the US border was closed. Then I rode Alta in the Arctic. I'm not going to repeat that horrendous event. It is in my video list if you want to know. So, when the US border opened, I was cruiserless. 2 years of counseling and therapy, enough to put me at somewhat of a functional state, though I know in order to fully grow out of it, one day I have to go back to where I fell. This episode, however, is not about my rollover. It's his. I've met Eric many years ago, but really got to know him when I brought Alta over to get his help on my AC. While waiting for the refrigerants to charge up, he told me his rollover story in his beloved 80 Series Land Cruiser. If you missed that episode, here is a recap.
I was on the Washington backcountry discovery route, and we were on a little cliff edge road kind of coming back down, and I was on the cliff side because I'm right-hand drive, and so I was hugging the left side of the trail, just an innocent trail. I was maybe going 10 kilometers an hour. I hit a big boulder that was encased by the shrubs on the left side of the trail, and it just jerked the wheel right out of my hands, took the truck kind of up the embankment, and then before I knew it, the rock went under the suspension, got caught under my rear lower control arm. The whole truck just went up and just flopped right over with the back quarter or third of the truck hanging off the cliff. So I got really, really, really lucky.
Could it be worse?
Oh yeah, I would have rolled forever.
So while I'm just sitting on a passenger seat getting snoozy, almost falling asleep, whenever I look out of the window, I don't know how you feel, but whenever I see rolling hill where I can see bare mountain sides with no trees to stop you, and you can just roll and roll and roll, gives me bad ideas. Bit of shivering.
Me too.
Yeah, so I guess right now we are sort of in a shaded treed area. It feels a little safer with like brushes all around you.
There's a little sense of security.
Yeah, that
Until you
something's
come
something's gonna stop you.
I am at year 2 since my rollover. Eric is at year 6 since his. Although very different setting and style of rollover, the emotional burden lingers in the same way. For anyone who sees their vehicle as a trusted partner, losing one will make you mourn for years. So on top of navigating the PTSD of getting back on the trail, you are also struggling with grief.
You and I on the trail, just us and the waves. No need to behave in the harbor of healing.
It definitely took me a little bit to get my confidence back driving on shelf roads, and you know, it's a little hair-raising still, but at least, you know, go slow and take your time, and you know, don't rush things.
I don't know.
You don't know?
You know?
You don't know?
You know?
You
You
rush
know?
things?
You know? Like, yeah, right. You know? Just like, yeah,
You
you
know?
know? It yeah. It definitely, you know, doesn't take, you know, long, like, you know. For me, the case is more so it took me a very long time to be able to drive on snow, even flat ground snow, whenever one tire's on a patch of white. I'm just like, I'm gonna slide, I'm gonna go off the ground.
Snow for you is one thing. How do you feel now about driving with passengers? Is that still something you worry about?
Still a little bit, because this whole drive, highway, and bit of the dirt road passenger, it's alright now, but there's definitely still a bit of, oh, there's a human beside me. And what sort of get me a little bit is when I'm just focused on driving and you bring up a topic wanting to like chat, or oh, look at this, oh, look at that. Dude, I can't look at anywhere other than right in front of me right now, or think about anything else. I don't know, because I used to be able to multitask so well, which I don't think is something proud to be advertising.
Probably not.
But
I am cognizant and not asking you a lot or trying to take your attention away while you're driving, because I know it's something you're probably still dealing with a little bit.
yeah.
Glows on our skin and stays in our hair, worn out and sore. We camp on the shore of the harbor of healing. Feeling all the
So right there, right near Baldy Mountain, that's the last location. I took a photo of my green 80 before it was rolled. So we're gonna head there and try and recreate that photo, this photo. Yeah, this is fully it right here. Memories just like flooding back. Yeah, I think right here. That's those two trees right there with these dead trees kind of in the background. Yeah. Trees are a little bit bigger now.
Gonna be alright?
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep it together.
This is my first time seeing him showing the soft side towards this. Every time he tells this story, it was all light-hearted laughs. The being in the exact location brings him right back to the moment 6 years ago. The pain can no longer be masked. Soon after this, we will be approaching the rollover spot. This section of the trail looks similar in every meter. He didn't have Gaia GPS back then, leaving us no specific waypoint to drive towards. All we have for reference is his memory and a few photos.
From the picture, you can see those two peaks back in there, and it seems like, yeah.
This tree right here, though, could be that tree right there.
Looking back at the past 6 years, how life would have been different had things gone other ways. Had the vehicle rolled down the steep, never-ending hill, death could be painless to himself, but what about the family? What if he survived, but with life-altering injury? That would be a totally different life now. Then, what if there was no accident? Completing this trip just like the countless other trips he had done with his cruiser, would he still have this trusted friend around? Would this trip be as memorable? Thinking about what-ifs always sounded pointless. What we're left with is the endless gratitude towards the partner who sacrificed his life to save ours, and the guilt for letting this happen. The Land Cruiser had never let us down, not even till its last breath. He died so we could live on. Thank you, my friend. At least we're alive.
So, this is it.
This is it. Just crazy how to think how close I was.
To the edge, yeah.
Like, the back quarter of the truck was hanging off. There's no way I would have survived. This hill is just so steep, it would have been rolling
All the way to the bottom.
hundreds and hundreds of feet. How many times I've described this to people, but to like
See it again.
come here and see it again, kind of like relive the moment. Very emotional.
I got this picture in my closet. It's gathering dust right now, and the edges have been folded once or twice.
A deeply emotional moment for him. I was never good at comforting people. I didn't know what to do when someone expressed their raw emotion or unintentionally slip out feelings. Though I do realize I am witnessing a man being vulnerable, a rare sliver of tenderness in this 5'11" body. I let him absorb as much as he wanted at the spot, even forgetting to set the drone up for photos. But perhaps the viewpoint from the hill was what he needs the most, rather than some unrelated aerial shot on a seemingly harmless trail. This angle, is what he had to endure in the longest 8 hours of his life, waiting for rescue.
The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye.
Elevation, altitude? I thought altitude is
Elevation, whatever, same thing.
Because I got bitched at when people
really?
said, when I said altitude, and people are like, altitude, you're not flying a plane.
Well, whatever. No one's perfect.
You're a YouTuber, you have to be perfect. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You will face the harshest scrutiny in your life after you post this video.